Hey, my people. Flawsome is back, guys. Flawsome is back, and I am so excited because this was literally my comfort show 2022/2023 beginning, and then coming on here to talk about it every week in, week out. It was such a delight for me. It was the most exciting thing that was going on in my life. I am not even going to lie. So yeah, now that it is back, I feel so fulfilled. Anyways, let us jump right into the episode. If you guys remember how episode 13 of season 1 ended, we saw Dolapo looking for her brother and also getting in trouble with Damien. Damien revealing himself as a police officer or a detective or whatever they call them. Ramat and Uduak's relationship almost breaking apart, right? And then Evie Evie was proposed to, but you proposed to Evie on our fashion shows day, right? And then Ifeanyiwa lost her mom, and she literally almost lost her company because she didn't want to sell, and now that the board wants to sell, and the person with the 1% that was supposed to make the decision also wants to sell, so it looks like she lost a vote on the table, right? So that's what was happening with the 4 ladies. And there's so many exciting things I'm waiting for in this episode, or in this season rather. So episode 1 is off to a great start, and I'm here to talk about everything. So let me start with talking about all my girls. All my girls are looking so delicious, sumptuous, beautiful, guys. These women are looking so good. I kept looking at Dolapo's face and I'm like, God, how is Enado so pretty? And I don't even know what to say, right? I was just in awe of their beauty, right? And then I'm also interested in seeing how much they give into their character in this season. I mean, last season they did really well. Let's see how much more they can give us, not just acting wise, also in dialogue, because it's dialogue that keeps it going, right? And just the story entirety, how it unfolds, what the characters get to do, their reactions to things, and how everything just plays out basically. So I'm really interested to see what this season has in store for me. So let's go into characters. Let me talk about Evie, guys. So when episode 13 ended, I was like, God, please, I beg you, do not allow Evie make the wrong decision. Because this stupid Pojubo guy has come, he has gone on one knee, and he has proposed on an important day of your life, and he wants to steal the moment. He wants to steal your shine. I was like, God, please give me this win in Evie's life. And I'm so happy that Evie did not just go and do something stupid. Even though I'm waiting to see where Mr. Tese is. We didn't get to see Mr. Tese in this episode. But I'm just so proud of Evie, right? The way, before she used to be so bothered about this whole black sheep, whatever title. But now she's only with her full chest. She's the black sheep of the family. She doesn't care. And she's making really bold decisions. Choosing to ignore Poju. Even when he comes back and he's acting all sweet and whatever. The way she has stood on business. Girl, this is the year we stand on business, and Evie, my darling, has been doing just that. So yeah, I'm just really excited for Evie. Now let's talk about Ramat, guys. If I say I am not scared for Ramat, I am lying. The rate at which she is moving, the way she is reacting to things is scary. Honestly, it's really scary. And I want to understand where she's coming from. I want to see her point of view. But also, I'm just torn between, is she making sense, or is she, not making sense? Is she really just going to keep fighting for what looks like might not work, right? So, as we remember in the last episode, Ramat and Uduak were having so many issues back to back. The whole childbirth thing, he was also getting to them, and then they were just growing apart more and more. I came here to tell you guys, oh yes, I am so sure Uduak was cheating, only to find out that my nigga wasn't even cheating, but he could not even bear children, right? So there was just that old mess, and there was the old ex thingy also in the mix, right? So the way the last episode ended, it wasn't great. Ramat even, almost cheated, or she cheated actually on Uduak, right? And now in this season, she's back and she's like, she's gonna fight for her marriage, regardless of what is happening, regardless of what is holding them back, right? And there's this particular scene where she was talking to Uduak when he had invited her for lunch, talk about how they can't work together anymore because he has moved on, he has a new job, it's 9 to 5, he doesn't want to do the whole charity thing with her again, and also he will feel like he's leading her on if he continues to do that. And then this girl goes all crazy on him and she's like, we are not getting a divorce. Like, the moment he tells her about the divorce, it is like she's so convinced in herself that nah, this is not happening to me. And she's just acting like she's not going to acknowledge the fact that this guy is done with her. She's dedicating her time to cooking him lunch every day just because of his health. And I also see where he's coming from. Sometimes it's not your place to try and fix things, even if you're a fixer, right? It's not your place to try and also always fix things. Sometimes just let people be. I can't believe I'm supporting Uduak, but I'm not really supporting him because I also feel like he's also very, very manipulative, right? You were the one that could not have children. You did not say anything to your wife. You allow her take the heat from your mom and everything. And the way he just randomly dropped it, right? Like, I'm the one that can't have children, blah, 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 blah. And it's like, you were too focused on having children. You didn't see us anymore. And I'm like, nigga, this is one of the worst things you're supposed to do. You can do to your spouse. How do you know that you cannot have children and you do not tell them and you watch them go through a lot to have kids? Like, it's very, very, very unfair, right? So it just makes me feel bad. And guys, when I was watching this episode, it reminded me of A Weekend to Forget. I don't know if I dropped a review of A Weekend to Forget, but yeah, it just reminded me of it. And because I actually saw a lot of reviews that I did not drop, so that's why I'm saying I don't know if I dropped it, but I hope I did. But anyways, I digress. It reminded me of A Weekend to Forget. And I'm like, why does Rahma have to go through things like this in her life? Not Rahma, rather, in Idima, why does she have to play roles that puts her in really tough, positions and all of that? But anyways, I can't wait to see what is in store for Ramat and Uduak, because I feel like Uduak is not going to change his stance about this whole divorce thingy. And even if he does, it's going to be out of pity for Ramat. And pity love is the worst kind of love. Anyways, leaving Ramat, let us talk about Ifenyinwa. To be honest, I want to understand a lot of things about Ifenyinwa, but it's just really hard. And I think it's just because I've never really been in that situation, so I don't get it. I cannot relate. I can't really speak on it. But I feel like if anyone needs to chill, right? I get it. Your mom died. You had a fight with your mom before she died. You didn't even pick her call when she reached out to you. So, like, you blame yourself for what has happened, right? And then, now they're taking away one thing that you really love, which is Zenko. That's her business. They're taking it away from you. So it just feels like your whole world is crashing and you can't seem to get anything right. But you've seen someone that is willing to help. Even if we're still going to talk about Mr. Clark, whatever his name is. You've seen someone that is willing to help and, take off that burden. I just feel like she should invest her time into that instead of drinking away and becoming an alcoholic in the process, right? Because it's draining for the person that is willing to help you as well, to see that you cannot compose yourself. You are struggling, and then how would they trust you to become a CEO in a company you're trying to acquire? Because, if you're trying to acquire a business and there's no sustainability plan for it, my dear, you better do not bother. Ooh, guys, did you see that? You better do not bother. But anyways, I like the energy she's giving to Misha. Like, shut him down, shut him up, shut him off, anything. I like the energy she's giving to me. That's my vibe. Like, I hate you. I don't want to speak to you. I don't want to have any business with you. Like, just do your day, make I day my day. Because if I have the opportunity, I go sack you. So yeah, I'm loving that energy. right? But I just need her to take it slow and the alcohol. And I mean, even our friends are not there for her, or at least so far that we've seen in this episode. Our friends, they're all going through stuff, so they can't even be there for her like as much as they should. And to my fave of all faves, Dolapo. I am just so happy to see Dolapo in a sane headspace. That's one of my the happiest things for me so far in this episode, because the Dolapo that I saw in episode 13, the Dolapo that was living in that episode, that is not the woman I fell in love with. She was going through a lot. Her brother was missing. Roti was after her entire career, trying to bring her down. The man she fell in love with, was a detective. He was just using her to get information. Like, it just felt like everything was just working against her. Like, the entire universe was working against her, and it felt like our world was crashing down. So yes, Rahma was definitely going through a lot. But I see my girl picking up the pieces of her life back together. That man is even a very, very stupid guy. How do you date me, act like you care about me, and then ghost me, and when you come back as an undercover agent that is revealing his identity to me as someone who was using me to get information, and then you take me to a police station to question me? Haba. And then it doesn't even end there. You now come back after you have treated me so badly. You now come back and ask for my help. Where they are selling this audacity, I need to know. Because even Yoruba men, they don't have this much audacity. It's crazy. No. That boy deserves proper beating, like Agbero kind of beating, honestly. But anyways, I'm so happy that she's getting on her feet, and I can't wait to see the madness she's going to pull with Ronti. But Ronti is also a smart guy, so he'll probably figure her out soon enough. But anyways, till he figures shit out, we're gonna keep riding on this. A win for my girl is a win for me. So let me talk a bit about Clark, guys. I don't know if it's just me, but I feel very weird that Clark is not, a weirdo. Let me just put it that way. Because the Clark that they introduced us before was a different kind of person to what we are seeing now. The person we are seeing now is acting like he has sense, like he's conducting a business, like he's building an empire or something. So that's strange for me, because I'm like, this same Clark, the same one that could barely speak to Ifeanyiwa, that's the one that now his tongue is sharp and his mouth is sharp and he's saying all sort of things, and it's like we are not fools, I beg. So I just feel like there's a flaw in Clark's character, and I mean, they've shot it, so there's nothing I can do about it. But let me add that I like the fact that this episode is long. It's like 50 something minutes, guys. You guys need to give us long episodes like this. Even though I don't have time to watch, and I'll probably have to binge watch all at once, or I have to do this where I watch really late at night and still record really late at night. Shall be giving me long episodes. I like it. But yeah, guys, the intro episode, not bad at all. I enjoyed it. Though I feel like dialogue wasn't really great in this episode. I need more reasonable conversations happening. I need to feel like I'm hearing them speak, because there was even a particular scene where I can't remember who, probably Evie and Ramat were having a conversation, or Evie and Dolapo, or Ramat and Dolapo. It's not coming right now, but the conversations in that scene were just I just need really good, dialogue. And I mean, all my girls are looking good, so I'm ready to see what the entire season has in store for me. And until we get our next episode, bye guys.